This is one of my favorite books, Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale. This is the 1987 version, 2 years after it was published. It is much worn. The story behind me reading this book is that my family has a cabin in Canada, and we would go up there every summer, and I was bored because, well, we were on an island, there wasn't much to do except fish and swim. And I was looking through the books up there, and I found this. I was 13, 14 when I read this book. It was not age appropriate, but I love this book. I cried through most of this book. I had never read anything like it at the time. This book is about Fred, who is a handmaiden in the Republic of Gilead, formerly of the United States of America. She lives in a pretty small bedroom in the Victorian home of the commander and his wife. She is only permitted to a long red dress and white hat with wings, blinders to keep her from seeing too much, just kind of like the cover right there. In the world of the near future, the handmaiden's only purpose is to produce a child. It's really a heart-wrenching book because she's torn from a husband, she has a child. It was so heart-wrenching. I know I keep saying that word, but it basically, I think what it boils down to is this book is about a social commentary when things go too extreme. I recommend it. It's still a controversial book, even though it was written in the 80s, and I love it. It's one of the books that got me interested in going into political science. Actually, I have a political science degree, and I like studying the extremes people would go to see their views come into fruition. But I always remembered this book. I haven't read it in years. The first chapter is amazing. It doesn't even give you anything about the world. You're like, what's going on? She's in a gymnasium with these other women. She wants to be in the past. She doesn't want to be in this future, but she has no choice but to live and survive.